As we conclude week 4 discussion post, I just want to touch on the subject of emotion as one of your topics that you could have selected for this week's response. I believe emotion is certainly very important when we talk about development of personality and development of life from childhood all the way through adulthood. Nevertheless, psychologists have developed numerous assessment instruments to study common emotions. But basically, an assessment instrument is a method used to measure some psychological quality. Because there are so many different emotions, the study of emotion requires the development of specific methods that can accurately measure each of the common emotions. The most popular method of measuring emotion is self-report questionnaire, in which a person answers questions relevant to a particular emotion. When measuring emotions, researchers make a distinction between state and trait emotion. An emotional state refers to what a person is experiencing at the moment. If one is interested in assessing how anxious someone currently is, one might use a questionnaire that asks, to ask the person to respond to several anxiety-related statements using a scale from maybe 1, not at all, or 5, very much. Some examples of relevant statements are I feel tense, I feel nervous and shaky, my heart is beating rapidly and I feel a sense of foreboding. The higher the total score on the questionnaire, the more anxiety the person is experiencing at the moment. When we talk about trait emotion, it refers to how often an emotion is experienced. An anxious person is someone who frequently experiences a state of anxiety. Moreover, one would call someone a hostile person if one determined that he or she frequently exhibits states of anger. Examples of statements that assess trait anxiety are I frequently become tense. I often feel afraid for no apparent reason. I'm bothered by dizzy spells and I tend to worry a lot. Well, I hope you found this week's discussion post interesting, and I look forward to moving on to week number 5.